What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are having a great day today, and as I did say in the other most wanted video, I had to make one going over the entire, like, I guess you could say, graphic part of it, how it looks. You know what I mean, right? Ooh, look, another car. Ooh, that's the Bentley. Haven't found that one yet. But look, guys, I have to say this right now. This game really does look so beautiful for being, what, 12 years old? Like, I do understand in some places you can't see, like, yeah, it's going to show its age and stuff, but man, it really does look great. Also, I have to ask this. Did this game actually look this good on PlayStation 3? Let me know in the comments below because I honestly don't know because for some odd reason as a gamer, when you think of an old game you actually played, those games always look way better than you actually thought they did. And then you look at that and go, wait a second, bro, it did not look like that. But no, bro, it legitimately did. But driving right through the lovely Fairhaven City, which by the way, love this place, man. Easily one of my favorite overall atmospheres. I love the city on this game. It looks so pretty, man. Like, look at the high rise in the background. Look at how the map looks, the traffic driving around, which luckily we have real cars, bro. Look at this. We got the Infinity. We have a, I think it's a Chevy Cobalt there, and I'm running into them. I guess that's kind of a weird way to meet another driver, another racer, or in that case, an AI pedestrian driver. Drive right into them. That's the best way to do it. But I just feel like, though, driving around this map, though, I'm like, man, like, this game does not look 12 years old now. Don't get me wrong, I do understand some of this can come down to, like, the PC and, like, the graphics that you're obviously running on it. But, man, though, like, cruising around, you really can't see, like, jumping on it. Oh, look, police, that's what I wanted to happen. And this car is not upgraded at all because I haven't even done a race with it yet. Let's try to lose them and not destroy what I was trying to do there. And also, I have to say this right now, guys. Stay tuned for a video about the soundtrack, man. Like, I'm going to say it. This game had one of the best soundtracks ever. I'm definitely going to talk about that here soon. Stay tuned for that video. But I really did love the intro on this game, driving down the highway in that Porsche. Like, it just looks so dang amazing. The entire, like, overall cinematic of it was great. So I tend to jump into, like, different cars and come back in this direction and go, yeah, you know what? Let's take it all in. Let's look at this. And some of this can also be me like looking at the map and like looking around going, you know, you really have to enjoy this game for what it is. Like looking around the buildings, looking at like the details of the cars and all that stuff. On a game that's going to be from 2012, you really have to respect it. Also, can we also respect it in a different way though? Look how games are now, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. We all do know right now most new games look really amazing for their graphical part. And on many new games, having amazing graphics kind of ends there, which is really unfortunate how the game looks great, but that's pretty much it. Like, how do you actually truly enjoy something if it looks great, but it's not all that fun, or it kind of went backwards? Hey, is that a Lancia, bro? Let's grab that thing. Let's go off-road here. So you can obviously tell looking at the mountains and stuff that, yeah, the textures, I mean, look at the rock and stuff like that, guys. Like, obviously you can tell the game is older, but I feel like for what it was, though, like looking at this and looking at some of the other games back in that time, you're probably like, yeah, bro, for a racing game, this is such a thing of beauty. Funny thing is, I was actually seeing people talking about this game when looking at something like Need for Speed versus something like Forza, which, let me know in the comments below. I don't know which Forza came out back when this one was in 2012. Let me know because I honestly don't know. Let's jump to this car here quick. This is obviously going to be a Porsche. I love that you can actually switch between each vehicle you find. And that obviously spawns you somewhere else where that vehicle was. Probably guess some people might not be the biggest fan of how it does that. Let's customize it real quick and crash into everything because for some odd reason I do that too much. But I do feel like though even people getting on this game, guys, like right now every time I get on it, I'm like, yeah, this game really does look like. Let's go short gears on this car. For some odd reason, the 911 Carrera S in this game was one of my favorite Porsches. I don't know why. Like, I do understand it's going to be in some people's eyes like a lower model Porsche, but for some odd reason, it is really fun to drive in this game. I love the modeling of the car, man. Like, look at this. The modeling of the game, it just looks so good, bro. Like, I know I have to say that because I do know people are going to be like, blocked. What are you talking about, man? This was not that great of a looking Need for Speed game. Like, yeah, Most Wanted was cool, but the game wasn't that good, bro. The graphics were kind of mid. You know what? I respect your opinion, man. I do. But you know what? I also have to say it. This game looked really good for being 12 years old, bro. Like, it really did. And I feel like most players would jump on it and go, nah, dude, I agree. Funny thing is, playing this game back in the day on a PS3, I never really realized how it looked, or, being able to respect how the game did actually drive or play back then. And even though once I stopped playing it, I think in 2013, I believe I stopped playing it because we also got Rivals in 2014, which Rivals was fun. I know I did a gameplay on that in 2024. Like, it was fun, but I still had a better time playing this game. I also love the visuals of this game for some odd reason. Even though I know a lot of players might go, bro, have you seen that mountain? Like, look at this stuff. Oh, yeah. Terminal velocity, bro. Kind of forgot that existed. That was an entire map DLC added onto this one. Sure, it's like a small airport, but man, was that so dope back in the day. Everybody lining up over there, jumping into that. That was so cool. Love that stuff. Look at the sun right now, even though I am kind of blinded by the light. And that was a failure. And I'm pretty sure there was a car under there, unless I was tripping out. Probably was a car. Now, in some places, yeah, the sun obviously can blind you, but gotta say it, guys, like, this game really is pretty, man. Oh, I got Short Gears Pro. Ain't that something? That was also something I wanted to mention. That was a pretty cool feature. Like, yeah, you can say the overall, like, lackluster of, like, upgrades and stuff. Like, you can't customize your car. But this game was never really about customizing, though, man. It was about police chasing, taking down racers, and it was most likely once again going to mirror something like Burnout. Is that terrible? Well, to be honest, I feel like they were aiming for something different in Need for Speed. Like, they were probably looking at this game going, okay, you know what? Let's do something different, and also, let me do this race right now. I'll drive to that one. They're most likely looking at this going, let's do something different. Let's mess around here. Let's try a different game out. And you know what, guys? I think it did great. I'm definitely going to do videos on it. To this day, Most Wanted had some of the best multiplayer features I've ever seen in a racing game. Like, it was so dope. And a lot of people I've seen on forums have said the same thing, like they loved it. It was just a fun time, a good experience, and for an online racing game, you obviously want to do that, which I'll touch more on that in a future video. But obviously for this... Alright, I lost the police, and that one drove into me. Funny thing is, I legit tried to move in real life away from that. Yeah, that didn't work. Heading toward the race, though, let me fast forward to that and start the event. That way we can see some visuals in the event itself. But looking at this, though, right now in the event, guys, I do understand Most Wanted also had something I did like, which that is going to be different areas you can race in. Like, for example, we have, like, a cargo area, which we obviously had back on Need for Speed Heat. Dang, dude. That's not very nice. Chill there, buddy. And we also had different areas like off-roading. We had like mountain areas or highway places you can go fast on. And then of course we also had the city. So you kind of had like a bunch of places to where you obviously can race around, experiment, try out different places, and really see like a really cool overall map design. Is Fairhaven going to be one of the best Need for Speed maps ever? Well, to be honest, I feel like that's going to be a preference thing. For me, it's easily top 3, not even kidding. I might even say in some ways this might be number 2. What is number 1? Probably going to have to touch on that in a different video, but I'll give you a hint. It's in a Need for Speed game. Take a wild guess in the comments if you want on which one that might be. But this is easily going to be one of my favorite maps, guys. I love Fairhaven. I actually mentioned this in a different video when looking at the game in the 2024 one. Funny thing is, I actually have the Fairhaven license plate on legit every single car in other games like Payback, Need for Speed Heat, 2015, all that. I always have a Fairhaven plate. Why? This game just holds a special place in my heart, man. Like, I just loved it. Love the graphics on it. I do know it's obviously not perfect, but we really do have to look at more of the positive things in most of games nowadays. Even doing like some of the off-road racing in the game, I really did enjoy the nighttime in Most Wanted, man. Like the lighting of the buildings in the background, the overall like lighting on the game to where you can't see what you're doing, unlike something like the Crew 2 in certain places or the Crew 1. I really do love the fact that on Need for Speed, though, when racing in something like the Audi in this clip, you really can't see like the detail of nighttime, but it also brings you like that nighttime racing feeling that you're most likely looking for in a Need for Speed game. I do feel like a lot of players are probably looking at that. Like, we obviously had 2015 that was mainly nighttime and we had no daytime unless you wanted to mod it. And then we obviously had nighttime in many games like even Heat or something like Unbound. But like, I have to say it, guys, every game really does have a different atmosphere to it. I really do think Need for Speed Most Wanted is probably going to be the type of game that you're probably going to do some dope stuff in daytime and then go, okay, Let me wait for nighttime to come around. Let me do some races to have that nighttime racing feeling. And it really does deliver, bro. It's insane. Like, I love it. And I feel like both ways you obviously can get like the nighttime like atmosphere, cruising around or doing racing your favorite car, then jump into daytime and have a similar experience there. Do let me know what you guys think about the graphics in Most Wanted. Are they some of your favorites? And once again, let me know your favorite Need for Speed game graphically in the comments below. Like, which game do you guys think to this day looks the best?